Alright, and we're back with some more. Oxygen not included. Internet is still. Oh my god. Why is it so bad, bro? And we're also on a black screen too, huh? Oh, were we on a black screen the entire time? um. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I guess the internet company just doesn't want to work today, which is fair. You know what happens. It's kind of unfortunate though, because that means we're gonna be experiencing some skip frames and stuff like that. I apologize for the inconvenience, folks. It's just what it is, man. All right, boop 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 boop. Go over here, put this thing up. Yeah, I hopefully this is not persistent. If this is persistent, then it might not be good for the streaming, whole streaming thing. Considering the fact that it kind of dies. I don't know why. Wait, it doesn't do it in the other one. It's now doing it. It's just so confusing, man. With that being said, though, we're gonna be installing a little hood over our little water area so that any material doesn't fall down to the water and then becomes much harder to get. So I think for this 2-hour period, the goal is to dig into this thing, build up a wall, establish a wall over this area. Then after that, expand into this area, make a bed. I don't think we're gonna make the bedroom here. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, where we're gonna make a bedroom because we gotta expand downwards. Is how it's gonna go. And then wait, I want to have the production area near the water so that we get water at a much quicker pace too. That's another thing that has been bugging me a little bit. The water. Now, do I want to go left or right? The generation is kind of borked right now, so we got to be working a lot of this area. I'm going to be moving the research down towards the water so that they get the water quicker because they're going to need to get water and dirt. And the best way to do that is just move them closer to the water. I mean, we could also pump the water up, theoretically speaking, but I'm like, nah, fudge that, dude. Okay. But yeah, so far, I think Space Out has a lot of shit. I'm not entirely sure how, we're gonna go about it, but we're gonna try our best here and adapt with the thing. So right now, we don't have to worry about space. We haven't touched space, so we don't have to worry about it. Actually, let's check the radiation. Okay, the Wheeze wards are like lethal radiation, man. Who would have? Wow, I don't know why. Who thought it was a good idea to be like, nah, Wheezewort, dude? Fuck that. Nobody likes Wheezewort, apparently. Yeah, it took a little longer break because the game show boycott. The game show, not awards, but like the summer game show that was happening. And I was like, yo, that looks interesting. It was indeed interesting. Resident Evil 9 got announced, so I'm pretty pogged about that. I think we do a lot of the Resident Evil games, so it's nice seeing that 9 got announced. And then what else? Not much in terms of that. I mean, there was also Liza P. They announced a season. Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, I didn't even know. I was just chilling, and then YouTube was like, "Hey, you want to watch this?" I'm like, "Let's go." Oh, well, fair enough, man. But yeah, we got the water tank. I was just thinking, like, how we're gonna do this. I think we're gonna just focus getting the base into like the mid game. I think what we're gonna do, honestly, is that this planet is ice, right? It's basically ice. So we could turn this into an industrial planet using the oil, and then what do you call it? Just dump the heat into the snow. I mean, our planet also has a bunch of snow and shit like that. So technically, we don't need to dump the heat in the snow planet. But honestly, man, I think the main planet is gonna, you know, serve the function as being the primary base of operation. Maybe not as industrialized. We'll see, man. We'll see. It depends on demand, right? Like, how much resources do I need to produce out of this primary resource or planet? I think the main thing is definitely getting more dupes. I think eventually I want to double up to 6 dupes. Well, we first gotta set up the latrine, bathroom, shit like that. I also, oh man, I'm just thinking, we're gonna have to automate. I don't want to get slime lung everywhere, but I mean, worst case scenario, slime lung can only live in polluted oxygen. So as long as we keep the polluted oxygen under control, we could probably, you know, dig into the biome. Because I don't think the diseases are that lethal in the grand scheme of things. But I definitely want to do a separator, though, before we dig into this biome. Because I don't want to deal with slime lung in my main base. So we'll probably put a water divider and then just send people over. And then put, like, a deodorizer to, like, you know, purge the polluted oxygen. But first, we gotta install a little blockage tile over here. Oh. This just prevents shit falling into the water, okay? It makes my life much easier. How's the temperature looking, guys? We still look pretty healthy. Another thing that I want to do this stream, before we end today's stream, is go into this teleporter, see what's up with it. You know, just to see how that works. Just because that's like the closest mechanic that we have so far. To what you may call it, the Space Out DLC. Maybe before we go into the spaceships and all that business, we use the teleporter to, you know, travel across the thing. But can I receive things across the teleporter? I don't know. And we also got to touch this thing too. I mean, apparently these things are the GOAT. Well, we got to farm these things. And we're gonna need some sulfur. We do get apparently some sulfur, but not a lot of sulfur. So like we can't really like farm these guys industrially speaking. But if we put these guys next to these things, they'll eventually, you know, eat some of these and then produce sucrose. Do I need to farm that? No, they just excrete sucrose. Okay, so I don't think as long as they eat this thing, they can poop out sucrose. Is that correct? I don't know. Sweetie egg. Sucrose. Yeah. No. I thought you guys eat these things. What the heck? Rub fruit. Huh. Oh, they just need to tend to the plant? They don't even need to eat the plant, bro. What? That's fucking crazy, bro. And then let me guess, you're the guy who eat... Nope, you guys don't eat that. Who the fuck? Huh? You guys eat sulfur. They're so sulfur hungry, man. These guys eat sulfur. These guys eat sulfur. Everybody eats sulfur here, man. And that's pissing me off. Also, we gotta get over to nuclear energy, man. Like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Not nuclear energy, sorry. Coal. We gotta get some of that coal energy. And then, I guess we're gonna use natural fuel to, like, provide the main bulk of my power. Is how it's gonna boil down here. Alright, y'all. Time to dig. How much algae do I have? 16 tons. We still got plenty of algae. So what are we gonna do with the polluted water? I think what we're gonna do for polluted water right now, since I don't want to produce a polluted water chain. I mean, we can. No, we gotta get power up and running first. So let's set up our research station closer down south because there's a lot of breathable thing, and then eventually we're gonna start sucking up some of these chlorine gas, and then we'll make we need automation, which means we need refined metals. I don't know, man. I don't know. Eventually, I want to dig into this biome, but I think slime lung is it's bad, no? But it's not that bad because I feel like they nerfed germs, so germs aren't that impactful. As long as you handle it with care, dig out the entire biome, put like a storage in the bottom of the pool, and then put like all the slime lung in there. And then our colonists, before they come in to our thing, has to wash their hands. So what I'm thinking is that we're going to move our outhouse down to the lower levels. And then, what do you call it? Put like a little water thing. We also need to make individual bedrooms too. Oh, God. We got so much to do, man. So little time. What do I want to do first? I think we're gonna tackle the whole slime lung problem first. Alright, let's just cancel that. We're gonna install a water gate, and then through this water gate, we're gonna start our initial punch into this biome. I'm debating on how we're gonna do this, dude, because I also want to make this into a bathroom so that if they once they cross through this thing, they come back, they're gonna wash their hands. But that means we need sanitization, which means we need to set up an actual proper plumbing, but which means we need power. Baba bee baba boo. Which means I need a smart battery. Hold up, give me a second. Which translate to me having to burn coal. Ah, man, this is Alright, let's just start setting up our production loop. So I think the main thing is that we're going to be moving both research station down to the depth of Tartarus, and then maybe we can repurpose this side for a bedroom. Actually, I want the advanced building since you use water to be closer to the water side. And then we're gonna install a generator on the opposite side here. We're gonna make air tiles so that the coal we're gonna make mush tile. Yeah, because one of the things that we're gonna need is an independent or a automatic power. Right now, a lot of our labor is going towards the manufacturing of power, so we wanna shorten that, which means we're gonna need to either. How are we gonna do this, dude? If we want to do lossless, we're gonna have to run the generator for a little bit. I do think we could probably dump the heat into our water pool I think our water pool can absorb that heat for the most part. Deconstruct that shit. Have we researched how to refine metals yet? No. No, we did. Maybe it's stations? Nope. It's probably an refinement. How much power do you take? 4. Alright, what do you got for me, dog? Cool! Let's go! Okay. So I'm basically starting to lay the groundwork of our industry here. We're probably going to suck up water from here and then just cycle it. It is going to heat up our core water source, but that's fine. Because, like, the worst case scenario, you know, we can just add some ice. It's fine. I want to have that 100%. You can technically punch it, but then you won't get 100%. So that's kind of bad is what I'm trying to say. I kind of don't want to punch it. And these wires can't handle... They can only handle 1,000, so we're going to need conductive wire. Now, eventually, though, we will need a heat removing solution, which means we're gonna have to install a thing eventually to cool down this area. It's actually really close to my core base too. I don't know about this one, Chief. It's kind of sus. All right, deconstruct all this thing up top. I'm gonna need a smart battery. We're gonna separate the grids for the time being, just because this grid is gonna overload itself. I need you to go there. Okay, water push through. Something like that. This thing can connect to the, what should we call it? The secondary grid. Oh, shit. Oops. Okay, it's kind of ghetto, but we really gotta get the electricity pumping. And then worst case scenario, I mean, we can just mine this polluted ice up top and then just build a bunch of ice thing down here to, like, you know, cool down the area if need be. I mean, ideally, we'll take the production up there, but I think it's too long for people to run all the way up there and deal with the shit. So we can just mine the ice, move the ice down, and then construct like things to cool down the pit for the time being, because we're gonna need a lot. Weavability is at 15%. Algae is still going strong. It's insufficient oxygen generation apparently. And it's insufficient oxygen generation because we're not powering oxygen right now. Well, I mean, we're not powering oxygen right now because we gotta fucking... Ow! I'm just gonna cut our production. Okay, I think the first thing I want to do is automate the power. Once we get automated power, we can then worry about, you know, all the other fucking shebang. But right now, because we're not automating our power, it's making it like a pain in the butt right now, so... Maybe instead of cycling back, what we'll do instead, I think it makes a little bit more sense, is actually just deposit the water here. Nah, we already built out the pipe, so there's really no point in, like, undoing that. Disconnect that so that we have some power or some oxygen generation going. All right, boys. This just lets me translate 100% of the metal into the working metal. I don't think there's a metal volcano in here in this map, right? There's a minor volcano, but I don't think there's a metal volcano. Does a minor volcano count as a metal volcano? I don't know. It doesn't tell me what it emits. We're gonna have to see, but I don't think there's a metal volcano. So we're gonna have to do this in order to get like the first batch of refined materials. And the first thing we're gonna replace is definitely the power of this loop. Or not the power of the loop, but the improve that loop so that it doesn't fuck itself. Alright, in the meantime, I want like a couple 100 tons of copper, man. And then once we get the refined metal, we can start making the conductive wire, which makes this loop not overload and damage itself. I know. This is the most ghettoest grid you ever seen, but you know, don't worry about it, okay? I also need to make the smart battery too. Alright, disable one of these things. How this thing holding up? Oh shit. Oh shit, the water's not doing that good too, man. Can we set up? I thought we had it, but I guess we don't have it. But we need to upgrade our plumbing to have aqua tuning. It's okay to do a little bit of wastage early. It's not the end of the world, y'all. We will need a carbon skimmer. I do think we will need a carbon skimmer because we're outputting carbon, then the coal is outputting carbon, and then we will need an aqua tuner. I mean, we could reduce the supply of like refined metals. Alright, I need to deconstruct that. I need more copper, man. Okay, we gotta disconnect the power here for the time being. Just need a little bit more. This water's getting too hot. Replace the end of that thing. Get this thing up and running. Alright, we just need a little bit more and then we can start automating the shit. What's the temperature of the liquid? It's definitely getting a little bit too hot. Let's just try to pump in some new liquids into the system. And then maybe that will relieve a little bit of the pressure. Shit. How do I manage to get? I feel like we get into it pretty, you know, smoothly, man. These are priority 1, dude. How's it unreachable, huh? We really gotta transition. Oh, I gotta transition to a modern bathroom. But a modern bathroom requires electricity. Okay, and now deconstruct this because it's not lossless. Yo, let's go. We're setting up our basic power grid right now. Okay. Next thing we gotta work on is the plumbing, because this thing is outputting the heat, but the heat is getting like hella concentrated in the water. We did try adding more water to help it out a little bit, but yeah, it's not good enough. We're gonna need a cooling loop. This is gonna heat up our main water, but that's fine, man. Yeah, we can attach the thing into this. Okay, I think we're currently researching. Yeah, I need radiant piping. Yeah, I'm getting that. I thought I researched it, and then I looked at it, and it turns out I did not research it, because I'm a dumbass. Oh! What's going on? Did someone die? Plumbing, circuits? Don't worry about that shit, dude. Damn, we're plumbed too much. You were too busy thinking you can. You didn't think of your shot. That's not that bad. It's only like 40-something Celsius. That's not bad. It's okay. Thank you for the posture check though. Also thank you for the sub. Oh, I think Twitch Prime is free, man. I need more things you can spend your points on. Damn. I don't know, man. Mostly it's just Gamba. Wait, it's all Gamba? Always has been. Boom. Yeah, I honestly, like, I don't really care. You know, the temperature, it's fine. It's fine. Worst case scenario, we can just take the ice from this biome. Is this ice or is this, like, poopy ice. It's poopy ice. No. You don't need soundboards. You got text to speech. 4 voices? Come on. I kind of want to make it so that we have a little bit of water. You can make your own soundboard. And it's free. Yes, you do. What? Come on, bro. Did it send? What did that send? I did not send at all. Who was typing? Oh, you're on mobile?
What does not conquer?
See? You gotta get with the times. We live in the modern times now. Alright, free control for the peeps. Now granted, I know you're not gonna abuse it, but it is technically abusable from like trolls and stuff like that, but that's why we got the ban hammer. For a situation like that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna use ice to cool down this area. Then we're gonna mad ghetto it. Oh. But that's been here for like quite some time though, okay? It's my defense. I guess then again, maybe you should have a commands, you know, command so that people could just do commands. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Honestly, we're missing a lot of things, man. You would think by 4 years something plus you will get these things, but I guess that's why some people just outsource that shit. Oh shit, did we empty the pipes? The pipe is still doing whatever. Zapapi? Yeah, Zapapi. It does the refined metal. And we're gonna kick this baby into overdrive once I get the radiant piping, because right now, like, we are fucking that shit up, dude. And it's not good. What's the temperature? What's the temperature looking for the pipey? The pipey is actually 33. That's not bad. I think we just need to install a couple radiators into this thing, and then we can run this baby basically 24/7. Worst case scenario, again, we're just gonna import the ice, or we go to the ice planet. I want to import ice from the ice planet. A care package? Mellow Wallow? Mellow Wallow? Mellow Wallow. What the hell is Mellow Wallow? Mellow Wallow? I mean, I don't know why, man. You have a dictionary, man. Use it. I'm sorry. Mellow Wallow. Mellow Wallow! Mellow Wallow! Is a type of fungus. It's deadly when consumed. Huh? What the hell? Alright, now make that make sense, bro. We're researching right now. We're getting the pipes. Honestly, I need another dupe. I need a research dupe so that we can just start pumping through these research, because I think the next thing we want is a temporary temperature modulation. Especially since we're gonna have to install insulated tiles now, because we're gonna go fall Joker. It's Joker time, guys. And then he just started jokering. Oh shit! I need this grid to feed this thing too, so that we can automate power. Or do we just do a freaking huge ass heavy watt wire? Again, Don't worry about the beginning, okay? We're gonna be strapping custom modules all over the place here, guys. This is definitely not my ideal. I'm trying to think. I need to think because I need to strap. We need to disconnect this. We then need to either upgrade the power grid into a large power grid, which is gonna cost me like. Actually, it's not gonna cost me that much. I thought it was gonna cost me a lot, but I gotta think, man. We gotta think. We're kind of like just like ghettoing this. But we gotta separate the grids because right now, this thing needs to get separated onto its own grid is how it's gonna go. But then we're gonna need more refined metals. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard. Okay, copper. We placed like two copper pipes, maybe 3 copper pipes. Starvation. Huh? Okay, but coal is gonna be like the jump start, right? Coal may not be the best, but coal is what we gotta deal with. So we're gonna have to live with our consequences. You're gonna have to live with your consequences. And then we're gonna need like a shit ton more refined metals. So eventually, I want this thing to be on its own grid, our base to be on its own grid, and then you know, like we can work from there. But right now, we have just a primary power unit. All right. It's really ghetto, man. What can I say? Algae, we still got plenty of algae, and we don't use algae for anything else. So, like, it's fine for us to be burning, like, a religious amount of algae, okay? It's fine, it's fine. We probably don't need that algae anyways. I need, like, a priority 9 on this John, bro. And then I'm gonna need like 10 of this John. We're just so refined. Honestly, I don't know. Do people actually punch refined metals? I guess if you're in a biome where you can't afford to be, you know, running heat 24/7, I just don't see the point of punching. You know? Because I'm like, fuck punching, dude. Skip the middleman. Just go straight to refinery. I mean, yes, it's kind of annoying because, you know, you do suffer some... It's not 100% because, you know, your first initial power grid cannot handle that much power. Actually, wait, hold up. Let me look at the plumbing real quick. Ah! Okay, it definitely needs more. We should stop pumping. How bad is it? 97 to 84, 13 degrees of loss. I think this adds like 10 degrees or something like that. Okay, I think we're good. This dumps the heat there for the time being. It's fine that it heats up because, like, I don't care. It's okay. We got ice. As long as we have ice, the house always wins. You didn't hear it, Kermit?
This is a test.
You didn't hear that. That means audio channel 4. That's what I'm thinking. Like I'm gonna go hard on this thing, and then like legitimately we're just gonna take the ice up here. Oh, he's really quiet. Oh, he's fine for me, man. In terms of audio wise, but I'm gonna trust you on this. Let me go over to the software. We should also have alerts, but the alert's not working. Nope, I do not want to silence you. Settings. Well, I don't want to make it too loud because, you know, at the end of the day, I don't want it to overwhelm, you know, me. Or...
This is a test.
I think that's better. It'd probably be much easier to hear if I'm not talking in the thingy, but don't worry about it, man. I think it's better. And more importantly, we have a self-sustaining, you know, this comes out at 90 and then it comes back in at 73. That's like almost 20 degrees of difference, man. How much refined metal do you think I'm gonna need? That's a real question. Hold up, I'm gonna keep track of like the refined metals real quick. Copper. Nah, 240 kilograms, bro. Those are rookie numbers. We gotta pump that number up. I'm working smart. It is true. What do you call it? I was watching the game show, which is why we came back a little bit later. But now we're pumping metal, dude. Oh! Look at that refined metal. I love refined metal. He's addicted to the metal. So we're focusing on a couple of key issues that has been plaguing my ass right now. Right now we got the automated power generator, and the next thing I want. Ooh. It was peak. It did get released. I mean, then again, you already played chapter 1 and 2, so you kind of know what to expect, right? But that's good, though. Plumbing. So I want 3 bathrooms. Or do I want 4 bathrooms? 4 bathrooms is like... It's excessive. Not to mention, we don't even generate our own water right now, so we're gonna have to like rely on. We're gonna have to rely on the ghetto water, because I'm not gonna be filtering this out for the time being, because I don't think we're gonna go into a water deficit, and because I don't think we're gonna go into a water deficit, I'm just gonna let the poopy water go over here to get processed. Damn, you already finished? That's gold. We like to support the indie devs. They deserve it, y'all. Actually, now that I'm controlling the way of the power, we don't have to toss our water away like it's, you know, some El Garbo. We can recycle it, dude. But then I gotta, okay, we gotta lock in. Hold up. I've done this. I can do this. Oh, but then I need a chlorine room. Where the fuck am I gonna get chlorine? Mr. Streamer? The chlorine? Oh, but that's still pretty impressive that you're already starting to do the alternative thing. No. We got this. I can clean the water. I can clean the water, guys. Just let me cook. All right. Have a good night. I can do this. I mean, we did this previously. No, but the thing is that I want to be a net. I want to be a net producer of water, right? So like, we're gonna have to clean the water eventually. So I definitely think it's better to solve that situation now than later. The only thing is that it is gonna consume like a little bit of power, which is gonna be very annoying, just because now we gotta like start separating the grids and shit like that. Okay. Yeah, because right now we're using 2 power grids. One of them is running on manpower. The other one is running on coal. And what you may call it. I wanna start transforming the grids now. So this is how we're gonna do it, okay, y'all? First, we say, fuck you, battery. You're coming back, don't worry. I just gotta move your ass over. We're gonna install a transformer. We're gonna disconnect you. Actually, how much refined metal do I have? Only 145? That's not enough, actually. So we're gonna keep that thing running. I'm gonna start separating the grid. So the refined metal is gonna go towards this thing, and then I'll run a basic bitch ass grid for the time being, just because we don't have a lot of metal right now, right? So I'll just run a basic grid to power like the basic stuff in our base. And then, I don't think it's going to be that power intensive, honestly. I want to clean the poo-poo water. I want to clean the poo-poo water and then process that poo-poo water into water so that we have a net positive of water coming into our base rather than being a net drain on our water supply. Because realistically, once you get what you may call it, once you get the cycle going, it should generate you a net positive in water supply. Choose a blueprint. Cool. Actually, I don't think you even need to clean it, dude. Okay, let's hold off on research because usually what I like to do is because it's simple. You basically use it for plants and then you don't have to deal with it. But since we acquire the new knowledge, you know, we're big braining now. What should we call it? I want to make a decontamination room, and then with that decontamination room, we can decontaminate some of the water, who then will go back to our water supply, acting as a net positive. Because eventually, when we move on to the electrolyzer, we're going to need a source of water, because these algae are going to only hold for so long, right? So right now, we're using algae as my primary source of water production, but I think I'm going to move on by generating a net surplus of water. And the first start is the bathrooms. You first gotta make out the bathrooms. We gotta have a lot of water. So much water. We're not gonna know what to do with it. I'm also gonna use this as my what you may call it, room connect to this, because then I'm gonna install the wash basins, and then the wash basins can take the water and, you know, like go ham with it or something like that. Does he know he's British? He's British. No, I'm not. But yeah, so that's the game plan here. We're going to set up a little chamber. It doesn't need to be a big chamber, but it still needs to be, you know, big enough where it can clean up the water. You know. But the only thing is that we got to isolate that shit. Which means we got to suck the air out. And then pump in the chlorine. We don't need that much chlorine, right? We just need like a gram of chlorine, theoretically speaking. As long as this thing is in a isolated loop, it just needs like a gram of chlorine, and then it can go ham. Which means we need some basic filtration. I mean, oh wait, more chlorine kills faster? Son of a... Ah! It's okay. We got a couple biomes that literally have chlorine in it. We can just go in there and suck them. Suck them real good. And we also got wild chlorine too. Ugh. It's the wild chlorine. Put some airflow tiles in this John. Any chlorine that gets stuck in our base needs to go down. Yeah, we got a couple 100 cams. Bleachstone? Where the hell I want to get bleachstone, man? I don't even know where bleachstone is. Do you poop bleachstone? Da, 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 da. I don't think you do. Damn. Where's bleach? Oh, wait. It's bleachstone right there. Okay, we'll translate the bleach stone. This water is gonna clean itself, and it's gonna make our colony great. But first, we're gonna need 16 times the detail. Oh, that's so much detail, dude. Medicine. I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4. This seems kind of overkill, though. But then again, you know, like, this is like our first mega project, right? The infinite water generator. We're gonna have so much water, we're not gonna even know what to do with it. I think ideally I'm gonna have like 4 colonists per shift. And then I think at max, maybe 8 colonists, maybe 12, maybe 16, depending on like the logistics and, you know, setting up everything. But we first got to make sure that this is a bathroom. Sir, is this a bathroom? Nay, why is it not a bathroom? What's the better one? Is the better one the washroom, right? It needs to be 64 tile big. It's 91 tile. You son of a piece. Does that remove enough? Oh, we're 3 tiles over. Shit. We're 1 tile over. Can they fit through this? I don't think they can fit through this. Can they fit through this? I guess then again, we could just make it smaller. I think okay, we're a bit ambitious. We're a bit ambitious. It's true. I'm just gonna shrink the size a little bit because it's too big. Okay, so that means that's 3 per shift though, which is kind of annoying. Man, why do the bathroom gotta be so small, man? Wait, dude, you know what? We can just add the wash thing at the outside of the thing, dude. We don't even need to add it in the inside. It's gonna trigger some people, but you know, don't worry about it. All right, now does this count as a latrine? Sorry, a washroom? Le washroom? And the reason why we're doing it like this is because I don't want slime lung to get in my John, man. I know slime lung is not like the worst thing in the world, but I don't want that shit to spread. And the best way is to make sure these guys wash their hand, and you know we have a always wash hand policy when they come in. So anytime they even try to remotely go right, those germs are gonna disappear. They're gonna go to the no-no zone. No, don't touch me there. This is the no-no zone. Okay. I know, but I still like to respect it, okay? The slime lung respecter has logged on. I respect it, even though technically, like, I think... Honestly, though, it's probably for the better, though. I don't know. It does make the game much easier, especially since you know how to deal with a mechanic. But, you know, you don't have to deal with that mechanic. Oh. Hurry up, man! I don't want Chernobyl to be happening here. All right. Honestly, y'all, that's a priority 4. I don't need you guys to go filling this shit in. Yeah, I could have sworn, like, I swear, like, back in the olden times, like, slime lung, if that shit gets in your colony, it's just like game over, man. It's game over, man. And now it's just like, oh, look at the little slime lung. He's trying to be dangerous. Look at him. It's so cute. No, I think zombie swarm or zombie spore is still dangerous, right? I never fuck with that, just because, you know, literally has zombie in it, dude. I ain't stupid. I ain't gonna get caught out by no zombie. Oh, not actually zombie? I'm disappointed, bro. So what you're saying is that it lied. Alright. Where's my liquid holder? Liquid holder? I need you to hold the liquid. How do I rotate? Can you not rotate this building? Are you serious? Am I clicking the wrong button? How are we gonna do this? I rotates. Where's plumbing, bro? Go, yeah, get me over to plumbing. It's O. I'm stupid. Pressing the wrong button. Oh no, it doesn't rotate. No. Okay, let me think. We just entered the Thinking's Man game. So what is the primary purpose of this cleaning software? First, it needs to re-inject water back into the loop so that it, you know, the primary loop will always have water. And then second, I wanted to expel the excess water back into the colony. So that the colony can use it. But before it goes back to the colony, it needs to be cleaned and treated. So that means we actually don't start with this thing, I think. We start with this thing instead. Did we research it? I need to clean the water. No, we did not research it. Nah, these little broskies, they're doing good. I mean, we should, but I'm not gonna do it. Because, like, fuck that, man. I don't even think we need that much reed fiber. I mean, by the time we get to this reed fiber, it's gonna be generate us enough reed fiber for us to not need reed fiber. I know the thirsty little boys. You're not starving. Stop the cap! I know. I usually feed them, like, away. But I want to make an independent water loop. I mean, we could just avoid the chlorine right now and then install the chlorine module when our colony gets to... I feel like we're... No, but if we install the chlorine module now, then I don't need to install the chlorine module later, and that's gonna save me time. Because I don't have to worry about the chlorine module. Because I want water. I want a net surplus of water to be injected into my colony. And this is a way to inject that net surplus water into the colony. But first we need to research the water sleeve. And then and then. And then can we limit how much water these tanks hold? I don't know. I honestly I should probably be playing around more. Because this thing can hold 5 tons, but I don't want it to hold 5 tons. I want to hold 2 tons or something like that. 2 tons. Or does it always have to hold 5? Or do I? Oh man, I really don't want to make a smart grid. Honestly, maybe we just let it hold 5 tons. Yes! Yes! They say it could not be done. Let's forking go! Alright, that's like huge. We got the Pippi! The Pippi! Oh my god. You know what that means? That means we're gonna go. We're gonna go crazy! Damn. That kind of changed everything, dude. Oh, that changes everything. Because now I can maybe build out my dream mealwood farm.
Shit fuck.
What? Why did shit fuck? This thing is freaking alpogers, man. This little pip is gonna start my entire farming, my entire farming arc. I'm gonna need like 36 mealwood. No, no! This pip needs to survive. It's gonna start a whole new farm for me, man. I'm gonna farm so much mealwood for free. Yes, sir. That means we don't even need dirt, bro. Little bro, we don't even need dirt. And it's relatively basic automation. I just gotta figure out how to route the liquid correctly. We never have to farm. We don't have to feed it. As long as we don't tame it, we don't have to feed it. Damn, this motherfucker. I guess if we want to farm more of it, then yeah, we gotta tame it and then feed it. Actually, you're right. Where am I gonna get the trees, man? Where am I gonna get the trees? Ah! Okay, so we got solution 1. As long as we don't tame it.
There are no laws against the Pips Batman.
Exactly. The Pips are gonna work in my goddamn farm. And they're gonna like it. We're gonna farm so many Pips. They're gonna love it. They're gonna love what we're gonna do with them. Oh, they must love it. Okay, so first of all, nope, we can only do a higher or low threshold. That fucking sucks, dude. That fucking sucks. Because I want to see. The thing is that okay. This is why I need like a draw thingy. We gotta set up our Microsoft Paint thing because this is not working, man. I need to set up a paint capture real quick. Damn, paint be looking kind of different these days, or maybe I haven't used paint in a long time. Can this capture paint? Oh my god, it can. All right, y'all. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. How the hell do you move this thing so that it fits in the screen? Shift? Oh. Alright, don't worry about it, alright? Does drawing on work? Yeah, drawing on works. Yo! This is our paint arc! Okay. Sometimes you gotta use the paint here for do some so first of all, pencil me. Alright. What are we gonna do with the water? So imagine these squares is the what you may call it. It is the bathrooms and the wash basins, right? So they're gonna output their liquid. Let's do the poopy liquid as green. The oxygen is a privilege, not a right. Damn, man, that's some hardcore shit. Don't wonder why we're in paint, okay? How do I increase my like brush size? All right, so the poopy liquid is getting output into here. It's then gonna get sent over here, which is, you know, like that left-hand side area. And then when the poopy liquid gets down to here, it's done, and then, okay. I like boxes, okay? Boxes just makes it simple. It gets cleaned. The poopy liquids get clean into clean liquid, but this liquid is kind of dirty. How are we gonna signify that the water is not pure? Maybe I'll use a darker color. We'll use a darker color to signify that it's not pure. Or maybe I should use a different color. Whatever, man. So then the output of water is not clean, right? I want that to then backfill into the Jabrowskis. Boop, boop. First, I don't know how we're gonna do this, man. I don't know how we're gonna represent this. So then the dirty poopy water will then backfill into the main loop first. I'm gonna just put a 1, okay? Because then we don't have to clean that water, right? Because that water is gonna get recycled, basically. It's recycled water. And then I want, once this thing is filled up, to then output the poopy water. Let's just draw another loop, like a secondary loop to represent it, even though technically I think we're gonna use one loop. The poopy water, the excess poopy water, once this main loop is filled, is then gonna go to another box. I know, crazy, right? And this is gonna be the storage, I think. This is gonna store like the poopy water, and then that's gonna be storage number 1. And then we're gonna make a secondary storage because I'm pretty sure you need at least 2. That is gonna output the poopy water part 2 into this holding cell. And then imagine the light green is gonna be the chlorine. Okay, these two are gonna be covered in the chlorine. This is really not that well drawn, but you know, we're not here for the artistic, okay? Imagine these two things being covered in chlorine, and then finally that outputs the clean water, which then what do you call it, goes into like the main water tank or something like that. So I think that's how we're gonna do it. I now just need to figure out. Well, I mean, I guess what do you call it? This second part, and then the third component, which is the cleaning component. Okay, I think this makes sense. And then let's see what's in the Discord. Bathroom, okay. Are we on the same wavelength though? Okay, actually, I don't know. This is more complicated than mine. Now download the image. My brother in Christ. Actually, can I copy the image and just paste it into a thing? All right, this is what the viewer suggested. I don't know, man. I think mine looks a little bit more easy to read. Okay, wait, hold up. We're just like crunching the shit out of that thing, dude. It's literally one valve. I mean, my thing is basically one. Connected to a tank, really? Okay, you gotta explain this, okay? Because for me, where's the tank? Is this the tank? What is this? What is this? Oh, that's the main water tank. Oh. So that's the main water tank, and then the liquid goes into here. But that's the poopy water, right? How does the water get cleaned? Because right now we need to clean the water because you can't re-input poopy water into the bathrooms, right? I'm correct in that, no? The blue thing is the tank? Oh, so that's the tank. Automation. Oh, so if this thing is like over 20%, it then sends the automation over to this thing to be like, I'm good to empty. Oh. Okay, so that basically solves part one. That basically solves part one. I get it. Okay, I mean, you know, this basically is, what do you call it? Part one. The excess, which is part two, will still need to be cleaned out. Okay, let me mental math this stuff. Also, by the way, we're using I like how we're using paint. I think it's good for it's quick and easy. Okay, let me just erase this shit, and then we're gonna recreate this. Okay. Also, we should just make the pen size like super huge. Oop. There we go. This is how the real people do it. Okay, y'all. Okay, so using this, it goes into the tank. Should probably erase more. Well, don't worry about it. It goes. The poopy water goes in the tank first. Goes in the tank first as an input. It has charm, exactly. The poopy water goes to the tank, and then it outputs the poopy water into the cleaning tank, right? The cleaning thing. I like how we're just drawing everything as a fucking box, but don't worry about it, man. And then this, try to logic this, man. How does the logic work in this thing? It outputs the water. I don't get how this logic works. Hold up. Switch back to main game real quick. Can we go to somewhere that the map is free real quick? What am I looking for again? I'm looking for refinement. There's so much fucking thing, dude. Okay, yeah, the water sleeve. and then the water reservoir. So the poopy water, it comes in to here, right? And then we connect this thing into this thing. And then, sorry, I forgot to switch the scene. And how does that? I don't get the white pipe, okay? I don't get the white pipe. So how does this white pipe bypassing the thing like then goes back to the bathroom? Like, how does that work? Because like, if don't worry about this atrocious piping, okay? Like, I'm just representing what the painting is show. Like, shouldn't the green pipe be the one who's going back? Am I crazy? Let's go back to paint real quick. This is some real gamer hours right now. What I'm saying is that shouldn't there be a green? Shouldn't one line goes here? Don't worry about that line. It doesn't bypass it. Like how does the clean water go back to the bathroom? Because that's a white input. There's an automation valve. There's an automation valve? What do you mean by that? Where's the automation valve coming in? Also, we used the wrong blue for that. Don't worry about it, okay? Okay. The poo water comes out. I'm thinking, I don't know, man. This automation part is fucking tripping me out, dude. You know what? I'm just gonna do it the way I the way I understand. Okay. And the way I understand, I should have kept the original drawing, dude. Oh, I'm stupid. Stupid. Clean water goes to the bathroom. So there it goes. Tank output into valve output. Leaves that end there. But where's the clean coming from? You know, that's what's confusing me, I think. I don't know where the clean is coming from. Don't worry about this, guys. Real professional hours here, okay? Because, all right, let's just say fresh water comes from this line. And then when it turns, you know, like this is where it gets used to like poopy water. Poopy water goes into the tank. Poopy water then goes out the tank. And then poopy water goes into this white thing. How does the clean water get out through the next line? You know what I'm saying? Oh. So what he's saying is that there's another building. There's another water sleeve. There's another water sleeve. And then the poopy water goes into that sleeve, which then outputs clean. And then this thing would also output the poopy water. I feel like we're going... But then, wouldn't I need a second sleeve? Or are you saying there's a sleeve in between this? The poopy water goes into this sleeve. And then... Okay. I can't believe we're wiping out the fucking Microsoft thing like right now, dude. No, this is the water sleeve. This is the water sleeve. I Okay, you might... poopy water goes into this sleeve. I'm in so much confusion, dude. I think the better way... But then how do we tell the automation to just like... That can work too? I need to think a little bit, y'all. No, wait, the poopy water doesn't go out there. It's clean water that goes out there. Not clean water, but you know. That should be more accurate. Poopy water bypass plus another sleeve. I want to minimize it. I only want to use one sleeve just because I feel like having to use a second sleeve, you know, it's just more work. I honestly think the more simple that we have. I don't even know how we're gonna represent a pipe. All the water going out goes into a pipe. This is my ghetto pipe, okay, y'all? Which feeds the bathroom. Obviously, this thing needs to feed not at this end, but, you know, like this end. Imagine this is the end. We got a secondary. Okay, we don't even need a container, technically speaking. We just need to build a secondary line of pipe. That thing goes into that thing first. Then it goes through and go into, what do you call it? By cleaning automation. I don't know how to signify automation, man. But these two are going to be automated, and these two are going to be the main tank. Okay, I think I got it, man. I think I got it. We could probably even cut out the middleman. Like we don't even need this guy, because like I'm just gonna store everything in the pipes to make my life simple. So here's the game plan. All right, boys. Poopy water generates here, loops over here, goes into the sleeve. Sleeve cleans the poopy water. The water is not poopy, but you know, just it's still poopy water, but it's poopy blue water instead of poopy green water. And then we feed a pipe going directly into our circuit again, but we also added like a little thing to add like a capacity basically, so that it backfills and then fills up all these things if need be. And then if there's a shortage of water, we can either figure out how to, you know, like backfill it better without using like a lot of water. But I think that's how I'm gonna do it. And then we just need to chlorinate the excess water that we generate. That then feeds back into, what do you call it? Eventually it feeds back into our main water lake. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. It's simple, straightforward. I only build one sleeve. I do have to build 2 tanks, but you know, it's whatever, man. It's whatever. We'll move forward with that one. We gotta do the thinky. So now I gotta fit everything in though. And that's where the fun begins. So using that logic, we get rid of this. We get rid of this. We gotta pump this thing down into a water sleeve. That outputs here. We take the output, feed that shit back into our to our main loop, and then I'm gonna use like like this thing, the entire thing as a buffer, and then we drag that loop down. Okay. We kind of want to close this thing too, I think. We should probably be using insulated tiles now that I think about it. You know what? Don't worry about the insulated tiles. It's fine. It's fine. So this thing should pull 100% of the water into here first, I believe. And then once the output is full, then any excess water will go down or will get pulled down into this thing, which eventually will then go into a clean room where we pump chlorine. Well, we can't fit the building though. Fucker, why is everything so big in this goddamn universe, man? We gotta move that thing up. Or I guess that I just gotta destroy this thing. I think I'm probably gonna destroy this room. To install pipe 1, pipe 2, make this a chlorinated room, and then the excess water can just get pumped directly into our network here. So that means this thing has to go, or at least this thing has to like get destroyed. I think we got the plumbing. I think we got the plumbing all sorted out. It just involved a little bit more thinky than I wanted. I like how we keep moving the science room, by the way. It's just like, oh, it goes here. No, actually, we we need to move this. Plumbing. I need to think again. Alright, it goes here. It goes here. But what about the automation, though? Like, I don't remember how we built the automation. Shit. I do know that I used 2 for the plumbing automation. Hold up. Save me. Oh wait, loot box. Loot box! Let me guess, it's gonna drop me poo poo. This game hates me, bro. This game hates me! Common? That's okay. Sorry, everybody. Gotta reload real quick. I need to check out how we define that thing. The good part is once we build it and everything is in place and it works as intended, then we'll never have to touch it again, right? Like, once the system is in place, this is probably why I avoid building it most of the time, because it's just like, it requires basic automation, it requires chlorine gas, watermelon gloves, poggers. I don't know, man. I want beds. I feel like beds are the most poggers. We only have like the ship bed, and I think we recently got a car bed. All right, where's the polluted water shit? Actually, holy shit, this thing only used one? Really? Oh my god. Kill me. How does this automation work? Bro, who designed this? Okay, so the water, we're gonna need a way to detect the water that's coming in. Dude, I don't know who designed this. Why is that a temperature sensor, dude? No, that's a Jeremy output sensor. Oh, you know what? That was probably what you may call it. Yeah, so that's my failsafe. When we first designed it. How come this thing? Okay, no, it is storing water. It holds 1 pip. Oh, dude. Fuck. Okay. So we need to install a basic circuitry where but then I need to freeze it though. Okay, I need to think, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. I like how, by the way, it's a tiny little project and I'm here like I just need to convert this into a tank, and then we gotta make sure that it limits the flow to a certain amount so that we don't, what you may call it, take in a lot of water. And then how much chlorine do we have in here? We have 2,900 grams of chlorine gas. But, I mean, if we can make it ultra compact, that's not that much chlorine gas, right? Like, if we move a lot of beach stone over, I mean, it's still like 2,900. Ugh. There's a buffer gate, bro? Who the fuck uses a buffer gate, bro? Bro, I need to go take some coding classes, man. Oh, why is there a buffer gate? What is this buffer gate for? Hold up, unpause me real quick. Oh shit, the system's not working. Well, it's not that it's not working. It's just not inputting any liquid because we don't have any liquid to input. So basically, I'm gonna have to figure this out without help. No help, all right, y'all. Oh fuck. We can do this. We got everything laid out. We now just have to do the automation part. Oh shit. Time to whip out the paint again. We might have to whip out the paint again, y'all. Okay. First of all, Let's just not worry about this design. So everything is set. We have what we call it. We just gotta figure out this part. I'm just gonna draw a little black line. Okay. So dirty poo poo water will go into the first tank, but what does it do in the first tank? Why does it need a first tank? I need a cutoff, I think. I think we could do this in one tank. We just need a cutoff. So that poopy water doesn't come in. How are we gonna do this, dude? What automation tools do I have?
My creation.
Don't worry about your creation. It was beautiful. I'm poopy water. You gotta become one with the poopy water. By the way, have you ever just had to whip out the Microsoft Paint to think sometimes? This is like, honestly, I think this is great though. At least I feel like it's easier to like logic flow the logic, you know, into the game. At least for me. Okay. I'm poopy water. I can come in at any time. Which means we're gonna need to first stop the poopy water. We gotta first stop the poopy water. Or we gotta figure out how to let a bypass through. Let me just do a red alteration. So actually, is there like a measuring? Is there like a hold up? Go back to what kind of tools do I have? Damn it, you son of a gun. Oh, I haven't researched any of the automations. You son of a bitch. We're gonna definitely need AND gates. Signal counter? I don't think we need a signal counter. Is there a thing that... Well, I definitely think we're gonna need an AND gate at a minimum. Definitely a NOT gate. Liquids. If you were a liquid, where would you be? I think we just need a liquid shut off. I don't know how to do this, man. I'm fucking cooked. I'm cooked. Maybe we do need to, okay? And the reason being is that this thing can be like a storage, right? And then this can communicate with this. We definitely know we want to shut off at the end, where the clean water comes in. And then the clean water then goes out into like the main water. But the real question is, let's just say this is a dummy tank. Like, this doesn't matter. This thing just holds the water. And then we know we want to keep this tank at like 10% or something like that, or at least 1%. Let's say 1%, because I think we use 1% and it worked pretty good. 1% min. Oh. So this tank cannot completely empty, because if this tank completely empties, then there's a chance that poopy water will go through. But as long as we clean up all the water in the tanks and keep this thing at a 1% minimum, then, you know, the output will, the one little output that gets stuck in this line will always be clean. And then we're gonna need a shut-off gate on the opposite side that comes into this poopy water. to prevent the poopy water from coming into this thing. What would this gate be though? That's the real question, because we need a circuit. This circuit is just make sure to always have a minimum. Wait, no. Shit. Oh my god. I want to die. All right. I can't believe I'm getting stuck on goddamn circuitry right now. I'm poopy water. Because this thing needs to fire up at basically any time, but then hold the liquid in the chamber for a certain amount of time. Okay, let's think this through. Let's think this through. Okay, guys, I want to solve this, thing, and then what you call it? We could call it a day and then build it for Ruzies tomorrow. I don't want to leave this thing, it's just sitting here. I'm poopy, not clean water. I go into this tank at a constant rate. This tank needs to at least hold the water for a period of time before it can let go of the water out. Maybe we do a 2-stage clean. And then the second one will be like a failsafe for us. Let's try to use one tank. Because theoretically, I think we can do this with one tank. We just gotta figure out the logic of the gate. So I let let's just say some water through. Let's not say in all the water by doing a dash line. And then I guess we might as well just dash up this other part too. Boop, boop, boop. This main tank needs to always have a 1% in it. But if it gets filled, I'm just trying to think, man. I got it. So let's say it gets filled up. %80. So the poopy water comes in, fill this up to 80%. What action does it trigger? Is the better question, right? It fills up to 80%. Would that trigger a green signal or a red signal? Oh wait. I just realized we're not even pointing at Microsoft Paint the entire time. My bad. Sends a red signal. So this would be 80. This would be 1. Well, theoretically, I think the less water, the quicker the turnaround time. So maybe we don't even need 80. Like maybe we can even go for like a 2 if it gets filled with any percentage of water. Okay, wait. Let's switch over to the paint. Okay, we're paint guys. Of course we're gonna make it professional. Anyways, no, actually, no, it doesn't matter because the amount of pip that goes in and out is gonna equal anyways. So it doesn't matter as long as we keep a 1% min. It doesn't. Going higher does not like change anything. So I definitely think a 2%, increase is fine. And, it's good. Oh, but it cycles more, though. That's the thing. Because it's about uptime, right? But shouldn't the uptime be the same? I guess the power, instead of spreading out, it'll be more constant. So it'll be a constant drain on the power grid. rather than one big drain, one tiny drain, one big drain, and then, you know, like a low period, then a big drain. So the lower the percentage, the more it fires on and off, which means, you know, like the more constant it is. But realistically speaking, it only fires when there's liquid entering into the system. So like it's not gonna fire both 24/7. We're not gonna have 24/7 water just because remember like the main water is going back into our bathroom. Like we're not gonna get a lot of water from this, so it's not gonna use up a lot of energy. I think. So I think it's fine to be at 2%. So 2%. What does that mean? That means I'm full. I'm gonna send out a red signal. A red signal telling you to shut off, which will cut the water flow, and then this guy over here will need a green signal to send, right? I mean, it's still gonna. Man, I should have drawn this a little bit like wider. So then you're gonna send that red signal. Okay. I fucked up the drawing a little bit, okay, y'all? Let's just redraw it real quick. Also, where does the automation thing come from anyways? Let me just double check in the game real quick. Comes from the bottom. So I sent a red signal to the primary gate that I'm receiving water to stop inputting water because I'm at 2%. That red signal will then needs to go through a... Is it a knot? I think it's a knot. A knot gate, which then gets converted into a green signal. And then that green signal goes over to the secondary closer thing. And that will open the gate. Okay. Everybody with me right now? Now, before the signal change, we need to keep the liquid inside the chamber for a little bit of time. So I think that's what the buffer is for, actually. So after we go into the knot gate, we're gonna go into a buffer gate. I think. The buffer gate, let's just say it adds like 10 seconds. We'll then send the signal. What do you call it? The green signal into this thing will then hold that thing open for 10 seconds. Okay, I think we're getting very close. I think we're getting very close. It would then output the thing for 10 seconds. 10 seconds is just an X. I guess we could just use X because theoretically, I don't know like how long it needs to stay in there for a little bit, but it would then need to hold in there in X seconds. Okay, and then the water will empty. Okay, so that's the first state. That's the I have received. That's the full state. Let's just say this is the full state. And then we're gonna need an empty state. Okay, y'all. Empty. Empty will send a green signal saying, I need to take water. Which would then go into the knot. Oop. To really do this like a 2 different color pen, man. But that would then input it into the thing, which then takes it. Oh, should be a knot. Which then goes into the buffer, you know, yada, yada, yada. Then goes into buffer. Which then goes into here. Do I need a buffer, though? That's the real question. which then goes into there, which holds the water. But because we keep the thing at 1, wait, caught. There's always going to be 1 pip of liquid that stays here, just so that it doesn't allow any liquid to leave. Do I need a secondary buffer though? That's the real question. Because it stays open for 10x seconds. I think I do need a secondary buffer. Okay, I think I got it. Don't worry about that. I'm just gonna write it up top because I think we're gonna need a secondary buffer. So instead of going directly into this thing, what we want is a gate, another buffer gate. This one's gonna be the red buffer. I hope I'm spelling this correctly. Let me just make sure that I'm spelling this correctly, bro. An OR gate. Yeah, buffer. Alright. Once it's full, it's gonna do a buffer into this thing, which is gonna hold the water. And then there's gonna be another signal that goes into a knot, that goes into a buffer, that then goes into here. And then this is gonna be, I believe, if we do this correctly, this should be x plus 1. Meaning, the first signal that goes through, it's going to buffer by X amount of second, which means it's going to hold open for X amount of time. But this one has an X plus 1, so that, wait, caught, there's no additional water that can come through. Because this thing's going to be closed for like 10 seconds or something like that. So it's going to be closed for 11 seconds. And this thing's going to fire. It's going to be open for 10 seconds. And it's going to let the 10 or the X second. Is this correct, man? Oh, fuck me, man. Bro. Are we here to do math? I don't think the buffer really makes any sense, or it really doesn't add any second. But I think this is how I want it to look. I think we're like this is. But I don't know exactly because we need to hold the water in there though. I'll let 1 tick of water out at a time. Let's try it. Let's try it. I mean, right now we're theory crafting, right? But I think it only works as much as, you know, like you actually try. So let's try. I'm gonna do this. You know, we have 1 knot, 2 buffers, 2 gates, and then what do you call it? 1 automation signal coming out from this boyski. And then if it doesn't work, then we can go back to the drawing board tomorrow morning. But this is going to be V1. V1. Ta-da! V1 of the water system. All right. Let's switch back to the game. Are we playing Microsoft Paint or are we playing the game, man? Don't worry about it, man. Okay. Damn. You think I can do this in 15 minutes? I'm gonna try to fit it in 15 minutes because realistically speaking, I don't want to hold people, especially since we're going towards the end game. Yo, all this, by the way, for just clean water. You want to see why I became the Joker? This is why. Okay. Plumbing. It's a not gate. Not. Just here. Plumbing. It honestly, it hurts me every time I see the ads. I mean, I'm technically watching. I'm watching the minute. I'm not watching the actual ads, but I am watching the minutes of the ads tick down. It's still pretty rough though. I mean, if we can do no ads, I'll probably do no ads. I don't like it. I don't like to watch ads, so you know, I don't want to force people to watch ads if possible. But there's nothing we can do about that one. And then this baby, let's just pretend that it feeds back into our like a water grid. But realistically, we're probably gonna do a test. We're probably gonna do a test run before we do an actual run. And then okay, so now this is where the automation. This is where the automation begins. Now this is pod racing. But if I coded it correctly, we should see like 1 pip of water or 1 second of water, however that translates to how many pips. I don't know. Escaping every so often, and then you know us inputting a tick of water into it, and then you know like it's gonna go until it clears. I guess the only problem that we have to worry about is a backlog, which you know we could probably solve. Actually, dude. To do the thing. Okay. That means we can move the water up because then we can put a thing, because ultimately it doesn't cost us energy. It doesn't cost us power to put things in a tank, right? A tank will always output whatever it has in it. So I can do a storage tank up top, have the excess water. Okay. Have the excess water overfill into the top chamber first. And then we'll hold the poopy water up here. Now, ideally, we want... Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's not that bad. And then down here, we can have the contained poopy water. That can get clean so that we have a more simple system, rather than having this thing attached to it. Because, you know, 2 things attached to it... Wait. That would cut out one of my middleman, I think. If I have 2, I need to think now. We're back to thinking. Son of a bitch. No. I do think we do need 2 cutoffs. Oh god damn. But I think having a tank is better than having these whoopie lines. Yeah. I like how we're already like trying to design an upgrade, even though we haven't even fucking have a functional building. I have a problem. Alright, deconstruct this. I guess now that you have Prime, you just subscribe, you don't have to watch the ads, right? So maybe I should not pause the ads. All this, by the way, just to have a fraction of extra surplus water. But then again, I think this is good practice though, because ultimately, in order to become a better player, right? You need to engage with the mechanic. You can't just become a monkey and then be like, I'm just gonna hippity hop and just throw a wrench in it and then pray that it works. We're gonna have to be more sophisticated, more complex, or design things that, you know, involve a little bit more thinky. And again, like, is it really gonna yield us that much water? Probably not. But is it gonna make us a better player? It will. Well, at least I hope it will. Or maybe it just makes the player insane. Okay, calm down. I'm poopy water. I'm gonna go into here. Pip my problem away. Exactly. That's what I want to do, man. Okay. I am poopy water. I generate here. I go into the water sleeve to get clean to become non-poopy water. I then get outputted over here to go into the first storage, which is an unclean storage. This is just a whole overfill, basically. And then the first thing I do is I leave immediately to go back into this loop, which then becomes poopy water. I am excess clean water. I first go into this thing, which then goes back into this thing, which, you know, we already explained that. And then the second thing is that I go down into the clean loop. From the clean loop, I enter a shutoff valve. Because I'm like that. I don't know. And we're gonna make this, and we're gonna make this as clean as possible because, like, it, as you can probably tell, it's already starting to add up. Oh Lord, have mercy. Honestly, after we do this, just to save my sanity, I'm probably gonna play around with the pips for like 50 hours. Okay, y'all. we're gonna be in this pip. We're gonna go on a long journey of planting like 10 billion mulewood. Because like I need a vacation. I need a vacation already. Oh, I'm traumatized, man. All this just to generate like 2 kilograms, not even 2, 100 grams of fresh water, man. But if it actually works as, you know, like we drew up the plan, I think, you know, it can go off. I'm also going to be saving those screenshots of like what we did in Microsoft Paint and then seeing how it rolled out in reality. Snap back to reality, yo. This is totally readable, though. I think the piping is good. Now it's all about execution. Ah, shit. You know what's gonna happen? One thing is that we're gonna run out of sand, which means we probably will need to automate sand delivery and then sand into it. No, don't worry about it. Okay, don't think about it. Don't think about it. We're not there yet. Don't think about it. But eventually, we're gonna need to automate delivery of sand, and then the sand gets automatically input, and then we extract the material out. Oh my god, dude. I'm thinking about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Oh, just don't think about it. V2 can wait. Right now, let's just get V1 functional. We need a functional V1 before we can worry about, you know, V2. But eventually, V2 is gonna arrive, but not now because wait, call it. We don't have the time or the resources. We should not really be fucking around with this thing for like this long, honestly. But yeah, eventually we're gonna have to rip this baby out and install a new. Oh, it's pain. It's okay. The piping's not that complicated. I think the piping is relatively straightforward. You know, I'm just gonna connect you into you right now because we're not using any industrial power, just so that we can stop running. Pips, pips, pips. No! Depression. Why are they not building my shit, dude? Okay. I am liquid shut off 1. My job is to shut up. No. Is to prevent liquid from entering the not awkward tuner. Dude, I'm so cooked right now, dude. I'm so cooked. We might do another demo. Oh my god, I'm trying to build aqua tuner, dude. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. My brain is fried. Everything hurts. You know what? I'm just make it too wide, bro. Okay. So I'm on. Let me refer to the painting real quick. This one needs a buffer. I don't have a buffer right now, so we gotta wait. We gotta wait. But how's your day been, Kuga? As we going towards the end game now. Oh wait, how many hours has it been? Bro, it's been 2 hours. I'm cooked, dude. It took us 2 hours just to figure out basic automate. Oh. Y'all, I might be cooked. But then again, I did say we were not the coding guy, right? So bear with me, y'all. Okay, I'm not the coding guy, so it's gonna take me a little bit to figure out the coding and shit like that. Okay. Okay. We are T-1 from at least the basic completion of this. We're gonna need like a water lock in here. We also gonna need to suck out the oxygen too. Wait a minute, are you thinking what I'm thinking, man? It doesn't fit? Damn. Let's do 10 seconds and 11 seconds respectively, and then we can adjust accordingly. And then right now, everything can connect to the big power grid for this time being, just because I'm lazy. Actually, let's do 5. Uh... 5, 6. Does this work, dude? I don't think it works. All right. We're 90% of the way there, dude. So let's actually not pump any dirty water into the system just yet. Let's pump clean water into the system so that we avoid, what should I call it? We can avoid a disaster from happening. So I'm gonna pump, as an example, some clean water into this thing. All right, now we're in the testing phase to see if it works as intended or if we fuck up anything. It's mostly the axe variable. I'm not too sure about, but let's just do some basic testing to see. Actually, how's our oxygen looking like? Okay, yeah, our oxygen's fine. Ah, shit. It's not enough. I need to pump in more water. I feel like it's definitely. I think the automation is not holding it in like that long, dude. Give me 10, and then give me like 12 seconds because I think we need a longer buffer. I think it's the opposite. I think this thing needs to be 15. And then this thing needs to be 10. Why did it not change, dude? Oh, 10, 5. Oh, it doesn't work. It doesn't work, man. Okay. Is he going insane? A little bit. I just put another knock gate, bro. Y'all, I think I'm gonna become Joker. I think Joker's coming out, y'all. Yo. I think maybe we did not put the buffer on the right side of the gate. Bro. This is what I'm talking about, by the way. I'm not we're not too advanced in our game, man. Wait just one fucking moment, dude. This should be 4. You see that one tick of water that went in? Maybe this should be 6? No, it's getting worse. Maybe 3? No, this needs to be longer, I think. So maybe 6? Okay, I think we're almost there. Maybe 7? I think we did it. Okay. So this needs to be a +2. It's the inverse of what we expect. And I want to hold the water in the tank for like a longer amount of duration. Let's do 10 seconds and then see how we feel about that. Holy shit, I think we actually got something. We got something, yo. The real question is that sufficient to kill the germs? Or do we need like 15? Honestly, dude, I don't think we need even an automation gate over here, man. What happened we just bypass this with no automation? Because I don't think the automation even is even necessary. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay. It took 4 years But I think we got something. The only thing is that we need to tweak the amount of time the thing stays in the germ. So let's just do 30 seconds to like clean the quote-unquote filthy germs. Holy shit, we did it. Dude. Dude. I think your boy fucking cooked. Okay, wait, but first we gotta do like a test sample to make sure that no polluted water comes back and curse me. But I think we are ready to do a live sample. Oh wait, no, we're not ready to do a live sample. Why? Because bro, there's no gas in there, bro. Little bro, hello. I think you forgot something. It's the motherfucking chlorine. Dude, I told you. Just give me time to cook, and look at this, man. We fucking cooked. Okay, once we suck out all the gases, we should be all set to input the chlorine. And then once we input the chlorine, then we gotta make sure that the germs have killed it. Then we have killed all the germs. Holy shit, man. It's a lot of work, but at the end of the day, I believe as long as we trust in the process and don't doubt ourselves, we can always accomplish, you know, a lot of things, right? So yeah, I'm really excited to see this baby in its first test run and to see if it actually works as intended. If it does work as intended, dude, oh my god, we're going to the fucking moon. The moon. Okay, now we just need to add bleach stone. And then as a failsafe, I want the water to get outputted. I guess this water can flow through. Ladies and gentlemen, the system is live. And so it begins. Alright, so now I need somebody to go pee-pee and poo-poo in this area. I'm gonna deconstruct this thing. If this fucking works, dude, I'm gonna get... Oh, wait! Wait. It's not live. Deconstruct 2 of these things for the time being. Because I forgot the bleach stone, dude. He forgot the bleach stone. god. Humming. Dude, I'm shaking right now. I'm shaking, dude. Sir, the gas is in the chamber. I repeat, the gas is in the chamber. Now we just gotta put a shit ton of this bleach stone into the gas chamber, and then we'll be all set. Have I cooked? Or have I cooked? 200 kilograms. How many kilograms do you think we need to make our chamber a, you know, like live and ready to go, man? I think I've cooked. I think I've cooked, and I think I cooked pretty well too. Oh, you son of a! Oh no, it's not ready. It's not ready. Wait, hold up. Hold this shit for like 60 seconds, yo. Huh? No power. Okay. Oh, dude, okay. I had a minor heart attack there. I was like, oh my god. It doesn't work. Huh? Oh, okay. Don't no more panic. It's just missing the filtration device. It's coming. It's working. Eventually, the baby will feed in enough of the clean water. And then in the meantime, we just gotta up the amount of gas in this thing. And I gotta get the bleach. Get the bleach, honey. We're gonna go pog. God, this is such a bloody mess. Did we research how to what you call it, filtrate gas? I don't think we did. Where's gas filtration? No, that's insulated gas. That's decontaminated gas. Wow. That's a gas valve. That's a liquid. That's pressure management. It's not advanced gas flow. Improved ventilation. Maybe it's down in the automation sector. It's not there. What the hell? Well, where's gas management? Atmosphere sensor? I don't think it's atmosphere sensor. Atmosphere suits? It's not that. Oh, search bar. Oh no, we did. It's in gas rotation. It's right there. I'm blind, dude. Hello, darkness bio friend. Yeah, because we got like a high concentration of like random ass gas. It's motherfucking chlorine. So why don't we suck? I like how, by the way, the whole point of the DLC is that, you know, you go to space and all that shit. Fuck that. Bathroom. We got our priorities straight, alright? Of course, dude. Now all the chlorine gas is gone. Are you fucking me, man? Are you fucking me here? Because you're fucking me here, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm literally just trying to increase the amount of chlorine. Oh god, has it happened? Not yet. It's only a matter of time, man. It's only a matter of time before that thing fucking baby fills up. And then we become Le Choca. Did we die? Hello? Oh my god! I don't know why my internet. I think my internet's kind of poor these days, man. Oh yeah. Dude, it's been. How's this been? It's been an hour? What have I been doing? Oh my god. Bro, help. Help. How's it been an hour, man? How long I've been locked up in here? Dude, that is crazy. I can't. Alright, first things first. Buffer gate. I think we can reduce you down to... Let's do 20 seconds as a starter, and then we'll see how clean the water is when it comes out. Dude, I'm so hype. I'm so hype, man. You know what I'm not hype about? These freaking chlorine gas being an absolute goddamn piece. $900 grams. Okay, I need you guys to pee. I need you guys to pee more, y'all. This is what I'm saying, man. Literally, this thing, you know, realistically should not be taking us 10,000 years, but it is taking us 10,000 years. Is it clean? Oh, is it clean? Ah! It is not clean. It is not clean. We gotta keep that shit in there for like... That ass, that shit's staying in, that shit is staying in there for 60 seconds, yo. Holy. Damn, it takes like 9,000 years to kill like 4 germs, dog. Holy. And then it slows down significantly. Okay, well, that's why we had a failsafe in situations where, what you may call it, the water turns out to be al poopy. We just pump that shit back in until it comes out not al poopy. We'll do 60 seconds. If 60 seconds is not long enough, we'll add even more time. Yeah, because this is unacceptable. Get this poopy ass water out of here, dog. Yes. 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 No! I think it's like 61 or 62. Let's do 62 on to err on the caution because I really don't want poopy water. Ah, shit! I didn't get to check the content of the poopy water, man. No, 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 no. We're almost done. We're almost done. I promise. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll let it run through this cycle. But ladies and gentlemen, germ-free water. Ah, shit. Okay. We still need to refine it a little bit. I think, honestly, 65 me, man. But it's clean. Dude, I need you guys to pee. Also, we need to get the oxidizer because we have a lot of poopy air now. And the carbon skimmer. Also, how's the polluted chlorine? Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. What is that? That's what we call non-chloriated air. Dude, I'm fucking pogging. I need more pea samples. But I think we killed it, man. I think I killed it in terms of how clean it is. Okay, let's run one more cycle, one more pea cycle. How's food looking? Food's looking fine. Oh my god, do we have enough time to run a 1 pea cycle? And it's ultra compact too, which is what I like about it. I don't think we're gonna get 1 more pea cycle. I think we had to call it. I'm just so happy that we get a thing that is, it's not perfect. Let's say it as it is. It's definitely not perfect, but it gets the minimum, you know, job. Okay. And for a V1, I think it's pretty successful. What's up? What's up, my guy? Stargate puzzle? I don't think I've heard of that. Also, anybody who has to watch ads, you can leave because we're probably gonna leave pretty shortly. Once I see this thing like run with process. But yeah, what's the game about, Kuga? Because I know you're not gonna have to deal with the ads, so you should be fine. As we wait for this freaking dudes to pee. Look how many goddamn dirty ass germs you're gonna get into the goddamn water system. Disgusting. Oh, you mean that? Fuck that. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna be like a Shakespearean level if we ever do Factorial / space exploration, because I think he had to like use, I don't know, man, AI or something like that to figure out the last puzzle, and then it turns out the last puzzle just takes you to Satisfactory, Kappa. I know it doesn't take you to Satisfactory, but I just found it funny. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna sleep well tonight. Just because you gotta be color. Okay, man. I'm just saying, man. He had to use AI. Okay, maybe you know they're not clever or something, but it seems kind of crazy. Also, son of a freaking. I need these goddamn pieces to do some goddamn research. It's too much to ask. Also, where's the suits? Because let's start researching the suits. Oh, well, I can't program, man. That means I'm gonna have to use AI. Actually, let's be real here. We're never gonna get to Factorial. I think, like, if I'm struggling this much with Oni, I just don't see how the hell I'm gonna be able to do Factorial, man. Again, people who have to watch ads, feel free to leave because we're probably gonna be leaving pretty soon once we fix confirm that the patch fixed the thing. I guess we don't have to sit here and confirm the patch. I mean, we can just leave. I'm just happy I can die now. I can die happy knowing that there's no poopy water that's gonna touch my goddamn water supply. No germs are gonna make contact with my water supply, man. It's like the bane of my existence. The bane of any Oni player existence. Your water getting contaminated. But I think we did it. We have a self-filling loop that can handle surplus water that comes out of our bathroom that then cleans itself, and then it goes back in our tank to be processed towards, you know, either air production or whatever, man. I am so fucking pogged up right now. All right, this is the moment of truth, boys. Ah! God, fuck it. I think we gotta hold it like 90 seconds, man. Yeah, because this is unacceptable. We cannot let polluted water out into polluting our, you know, system here. Because if one polluted germ gets out, then more polluted germs are gonna get out. It's just a never-winning war, man. I'm in depression. That's crazy. I have it at 20 or 1500 pressure, and it's still got to deal with polluted shit. All right, well, let's test 90 seconds. If 90 seconds, the thing is that these germs have already been gone through the treatment, right? So like they doesn't have the high amount number, but it's in the low hundreds. So I think 90 seconds or like an additional 15, 25 seconds would probably clean it. I'm so close. I can taste it. I can taste victory. I know they can do it. Oh shit, a hatchling. Ooh. I know you have it in you, you son of a gun. You just gotta do it. Just do it! Every sample that comes out, we need to make sure to ensure that the water quality is up to Hunter's Bureau of Standards here. Because if it's not up to our standards, then, well, we gotta go back to the drawing board. I think eventually I'm gonna install an AND gate to make sure that this thing is above a certain percentage, so that there's always going to be water in the system, so that there's only going to be a little bit of water leaking at a time. Alright, so far so good. It's... I'm adding another 30 seconds on the clean time here, because I think this baby is leaking germs, dog. I don't see the germs in this water for some reason, but there's germs in the pipes. Don't lie to me, game. Don't lie to me. What the hell? Where's this germ coming from, man? It's coming from the polluted dirt. Oh my god. Kill me. How are we gonna clean? How are we gonna clean this? I have no idea. Oh, I'm tired. I don't know. Okay, but the worst case scenario is that it. Oh no! Oh my god! It's not airborne. The germs can't go airborne. I think. This is a war. And we're losing it, yo. I'm losing it! Okay. I think I need to go on vacation, y'all. And no worky, and I'm angry. I would need these guys to pee more often in order to, like, see... Yeah, because it doesn't really generate that much surplus water, too. Okay. I think there's some flaw with this design, but it's really hard to troubleshoot without, you know, getting constant liquid input. So like I can't tell the exact amount of time. I think for now, the design itself is functional. Is probably the best status I can give it. But it's not perfect, which is what is driving me insane right now. Because we really want the system to be perfect so that we don't output poo-poo water into our main water supply and contaminate it. Worst case scenario, if we contaminate the water, I need to think. I think simply put, we probably would need to do a bypass, and then we probably would need to run the poo-poo water. We'll do a quality water check at the end, and then if it detects what you may call it, poo-poo water, and then we'll open up the circuit and then allow the poo-poo water to recirculate back into the system for the time being. I think that's going to be the best solution. But I'll probably install that tomorrow just because I'm fucking tired, man, and I don't want to look at the circuit for tonight. So we'll do that tomorrow, and what you may call it, we'll continue on with our journey here of just becoming better, you know? Like I'm just gonna focus on one thing each stream. I think, you know, if we try to fight everything, we're gonna die in the weeds. So why not just, you know, tackle one thing at a time that, you know, try to perfect it as much as possible without you know, much imperfections, because, you know, like the more imperfections, the worse off it's going to be for us, to be honest with you. So what you may call it, well, we will see if the thing can be fixed, or if it can't be fixed, then, you know, what's the alternative. I think again we're going to create like a secondary quality check, a germ check, to make sure that the thing doesn't have germs. If it does have germs, it then gets rebooted back into the system to then go run through a secondary check. Obviously, we want it to get clean through the first pass, but it's not getting clean through the first pass right now. So we need to add either more time to the system, or we need to, again, like just rework this entire grid. But it kills about 99.99% of germs. It's the last 1%, which is kind of funny if you think about it, because like I think our modern, like, you know, antibacterial thing always kills 99%, right? So that 1 fucking percent, man, is becoming the bane of my existence. But I think for now we're in a good-ish spot. I would like it to be a little bit better in terms of, you know, killing out the last percent, but I will deal with the last percent tomorrow. I think we're gonna install a simple box. Come on, big money, big money, big money, big money. Balloons. Oh, it's better than nothing, I guess. But yeah, I'll install the bypass tomorrow, and then I think the next thing we're gonna work on is the bedroom, so that we can start improving Dupe's morale, because right now we don't have any bedrooms. And then I think for the fun thing that we're gonna do is probably install a little pip mealwood farm, just so that I can restore some sanity real quick, because yeah, this thing cost me everything. What did it cost? Everything. In all seriousness though, I'd like to thank everyone for watching. My name's been Huncho G. If I not see you tomorrow for some more Oni, and I don't know, depending on like how stressed out we are, you know, we might want to put like a demo in there or not. But I think we're doing fine right now. But yeah, depending on, you know, how stressed out we are, we might just switch to a different game, man. This shit is stressing me out. But yeah, for now though, I'm gonna be signing out. And if I don't see you tomorrow, just have a good day, night, morning, afternoon, or wherever you are. Just be safe, and we'll catch everybody later. Other than that,